Taking no shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
Let's keep it going. Who, what, when, and why, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. You good now? We good.
All that smoke you see. All that smoke you see. Hello. Hi, my name is Jay, and I am the host of Taking No Shorts podcast. This is episode 146. I appreciate everybody that has tuned into this thing. This thing is doing that. Let me go ahead and let you guys know where you can find Taking No Shorts podcast. Every Friday around 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch it at the following streaming channels. That's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at Taking No Shorts pod. Also, where you hear and listen to your favorite podcast, just search Taking No Shorts, and it will come up. And you will not get nothing crazy when you put in Taking No Shorts. Because some people think like when you Google something, you Google the wrong shit. No, you'll get my lovely, handsome self. Got a great guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I am so honored to have him. Let me go ahead and give him his flowers because he's been in this content game. Not even probably before they called it a content game, but he is a content creator.
Exactly.
He's a YouTuber.
Exactly.
He is an artist.
Exactly.
He's a skit writer.
Exactly.
He's a skit producer.
Exactly.
I mean, he's got a lot of accolades out here. Ladies and gentlemen, a friend of mine, or hopefully he'll be a friend to you tonight, Mr. Kente Brown.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Man, hey, look. Hey, man, the way you... You brought me through like I'm way up there. I gotta say, Jay, you brought me through this joint.
Hey, Kente, man, you've been doing this thing for such. We was talking pre-show.
Yeah,
I said January 2009, but before we're gonna work our way up to January 2009 because that's how long he's been producing content out here for the internet and characters and scripts and all that, just out of his creative mind, man. But before we get to that, we're gonna start at the beginning.
Okay.
All right. The beginning would be Kente Brown.
Yeah.
Where are you from? What, I know you're from the R, but what part of town are you from?
Yeah, man. I'm from Richmond, South Side.
Uh-huh.
Born and raised in Richmond. I was born in what's the old hospital? It ain't even
St. Phillips.
No. Guess what? What was old Henrico's Doctors?
Oh, St. Luke's.
What was that called back in the day?
Back in the day. Right. How you make it out there? How your mama make it out there?
I want that MCV like everybody else was at MCV. I was at actually Richmond Memorial.
Oh yeah, that was Richmond Memorial.
Yeah,
my oldest was born in Richmond Memorial.
So
that's over the north side.
Yeah,
on Westwood.
I was born there.
You ended up over south side.
Then I ended up over south side.
They kicked y'all out after you was born. So go take your ass back over the south.
So yeah, man, originally from Richmond, south side. Went to Huguenot High. Graduated Huguenot High. 1998.
Hey, that's around when them Hot Boys was out. That's why when I came back from New York and my little brother, because I was on my New York shit back then. So if it wasn't East Coast,
it was New York back then though, for real. Yeah.
No, when I came to Virginia, when I came back home, my little brother was playing that Hot Boys and that Master P, that New
UGK,
Orleans,
all that, yeah.
That South,
yeah.
I said, I tried to get my little brother back, but it was too late.
And look, it's crazy because I was one of the first ones in school playing that shit,
right?
And they was looking at me, they were like, "Man, you keep playing that shit. That shit fun. That was
Lonnie and them.
three months ago. 3 months after that. That shit hit, Jay. That shit hit like rapid.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was hating on that shit in the beginning.
Yeah,
I was hating on it, but then, like, as years went along, I was like, "Yo, them boys put down some hits. Them boys put down some hits."
And they showed the independent game, though. You know what I'm saying? That's where the independent game started coming in, at messing with the South.
Getting that bread, man. All right, so grew up Southside, went to Huguenot. What was life for young Kente out there in these Richmond streets on the South Side? What was life like?
Life was like the average kid, man, coming up in, Richmond, I want to say in the early 90s, late 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I played basketball. So, basketball was my first love. So I won't think about the streets. I was thinking about basketball.
What was you balling at for the most part? Because if you name some spots, I
was balling at Rockwood, Reed, Huguenot Park,
all the Chesterfield parks,
all around them areas. In gyms, gold gyms, family fitness, stuff like that.
American Family,
all that. Played AAU, played summer leagues.
So you got into the sports, and that kept you away.
Into the sports. That kept me, so that kept me on a swivel as far as who I supposed to be. But I was around this shit, though.
Of course,
I was around the buffoonery. I couldn't help but to be around it. You know what I'm saying? So I got friends, cousins, and all them was on the other shit. But I was around it. But see, they made sure that they knew that I wasn't gonna be on that shit. They always told me this shit ain't for you, bro.
Yeah, they say the same thing to me.
And like how we double and try and shit, and how we might try a little bit.
They asked me to take some shit in Jefferson Village one time.
Oh man, especially when you was coming up,
nigga.
Oh man,
I was in the seat. I reclined my seat all the way back and served a nigga. Like, I had a recliner. The nigga came up to the car. I had a fucking a Honda Accord, the low profile joint. Right? I pull up at Jefferson Village, and y'all know Jefferson Village. One way out.
You ain't making about that bitch. Too many people ain't making about that motherfucker.
Hell no. So when I pull in the bitch, some say, nigga, you first of all, you a West End cat over at the South Side serving. You already asking for some problems. Yeah. And I leaned that goddamn seat back. That nigga came back. He didn't even know I was in the car. I was so low in that bitch, Kente. But yeah, of course, we was around it, but we couldn't, because I guess I want
to say, like basketball, by being like my first love and be like my daddy training me going hard, that kept me out the way first. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say first part of my life. You know what I'm saying? It kept me far as growing up as a kid, graduating from school.
Right.
But then knowing I didn't get no scholarship, so I didn't go to college. I went to Job Corps. So I had got 2 trades. Right. You know what I mean? Trading brick mason, trade and welding. So boy, man,
that's gonna make a lot of money these days.
Yeah,
when all of that, you can't have a robot do that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they can't. I ain't seen them do that yet.
No, if a robot out here welding stuff, that shit gonna break down.
But like I said, growing up, I came back from Job Corps, with the 2 trades. I ain't really do too much with it. Started working in the working field. Then getting along with friends, start being out there. You know what I mean? Start having your little past where you want to drift off and do shit that you ain't supposed to do. We all got them stories.
We all,
you know what I mean?
We all got those stories.
So, as getting older, man, I started, as far as thinking, like far as just was saying, I wanted to do something different though with my life. I wanted to create something different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You are, I think I know because I was here. Introduced you as a creative and a creative person. What was the spark that got you to get into the arts or get into the camera facing creative space?
Well, like I said, I had went to the funny bone of the Clash of the Comics.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Once went to that joint. You already know how that was. You know what I'm saying? How that go. So I started noticing. You know what I'm saying, by like going to that. And, I wanted to do some type of comedy. You know what I mean? I said I wanted to try it all.
You got some inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration from guys like yourself, from other guys around here, several guys, man. So try some. And I realized, I said, well, damn, there's so many stand-up comics that's just going around. Like the line was just out the door.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Back
Before.
in the early 20, I say I came around in the 2010s, but yeah, that late 2000s, 2010s era. Honestly, damn. I mean, if
and see, that's the time when I started getting on the internet because I noticing that it won't comedians on the internet like that too much.
right,
You know, especially from around here.
no, nobody on the internet.
That's all we wanted to do was just go do stand up.
Right.
So I was like, you know, man, I want to create some characters, and I wanted to create a show for them where I can interview people, but I also want to have my skits planned.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the first skit I did was the modern day slave.
What was his name?
The modern day slave.
I saw the video. I mean, I remember seeing it when it came out because I think I told you this pre-interview. I said there was this blogger out in LA saying, "Look at this nigga."
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
It's a whole nigga out here acting like a slave in Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
And I said, how the hell did they come across this blog? And I see you with your hair. This was at the time, like you said, you just starting to grow your hair out.
Yeah.
And who shot that?
Actually, man, shout out to my homeboy, man, Quavell, man.
Shout out to Quavell, man.
He shot that. That's my first slave skit. We you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We thought about a concept. We put that together far as even with the clothes I had on. You know what I'm saying? You can see me dressed up like a slave. And everything.
It was like a white joint with a pinch, like you painted on some stripes or something.
Yeah.
And you was hold on, I'm gonna ask you real quick. The guy on the side of the road, was like, was that a real panhandler?
That was a real Vietnam vet panhandler.
Oh, Vietnam vet.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so like, you know, so after he did that skit, that was just live improv. He didn't even know. So after he did that, I gave him some money just for doing that because he didn't even know what the
fuck was going on.
What was I doing? But I mean, as you can see, when he said a lot of stuff, I said, "Well, Massa," he said, "Shit, Massa government." Off rip. You know what I'm saying? That was powerful right there.
Off rip. It's like, you know, I mean, now that I think about it, that's crazy. 2009. So we fast forward. You get inspiration from going to see stand-up comics perform. And did you give comedy a shot?
Yeah. Actually, that's why I went to the class of the comics. I had got up there, but I ain't do so good.
Yeah, you bombed.
Man.
Everybody bombs.
Yeah,
and then
I had bombed up there, and that didn't stop me because I actually got better because I was going around through comedy clubs and different things, doing open mics. So, but what made me sit back and say, you know what? I think this might be my niche right here. What I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it.
And by me finding out, by me creating characters, like you just said, the characters I created had got different viral hits off of them. I got other characters that got viral hits that, well, you know what I'm saying, kind of like was fooling people and different things.
I ain't know if the shit was real legit or not. I'm like, is he putting on? Is he putting on?
So you had people out here thinking I was a real rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was it? Skull Goonie?
You had Goon Scully, the one that be in the bushes with the street sign. Then you got Glasses VA, Touche Shorty. You know, so
you know,
but you know, actually, Glasses VA, Touche Shorty got picked up like the modern day slave got picked. It got picked up on a website by people thinking like, look at this guy, man. He got two shades on.
They thought he was a legit rapper.
And so you got to think back then. This when the buffoonery was going on with the 50 Tysons, them type cats.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of innovative because I mean, you were early on. I'd like to give folks their flowers.
I appreciate you,
on taking on shorts early on, especially around here or just on the internet in general. You were early on putting out content, making it funny.
Right.
And folks literally thought, because they not from around here, they literally thought that this is a legitimate situation. That's how good acting or good the skits were, that folks like, you know, even when, remember Sweet Brown, the lady that said, ain't nobody got time for that, 2012, right?
Yep.
My wife showed me that this was before you could like text people memes all day. Like, so she come grab me with the smartphones at the times, and she said, "Look at this," and I'm like, "Oh, that's an actress. She putting on for y'all." Like, she because from a creative and an entertainer standpoint, that shit looked like she was off a script.
Yep.
Come to find out, this lady is a real motherfucking lady. It won't no acting. It won't no acting. And she parlayed that into whatever she parlayed it to. Congratulations, Sweet Brown, and being an internet
Brown,
being an internet sensation. Okay. Yep. Episode 146 of Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green. I'm here with Kente Brown. Kente, so 2009, you start making skits, and you said I always call because people ask me like how to Taking No Shorts get off, and I tell them I used to be an open mic, I used to do stand up. Then I got into podcasting on what they called back then internet radio. Mm-hmm. And when I was coming up with this, I was like, how do I describe this? And I'm like, I'm comedy adjacent. I'm not, I just did my first set in quite a while, like a couple weeks ago. Not a week ago. Let me stop lying to y'all. And felt good to do it. I don't know if you're ever going back up, but it's never going to go away for me to do stand-up comedy. Talk about how you come up with some of these characters, and then we'll get into the consciousness part, because these characters are layered from a black man's perspective. So just give me one of those characters over those 16, 17 years of how did you come up with the concept of it?
Well, I'll talk about the modern day slave, because that's what we were just talking about. I came up with the modern day slave because my name is Kente.
All right.
So, my name is Kente, and I'm from one of the first slave states, Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? It's still heavy on slavery. You know what I'm saying? We got the African burial ground,
had the Confederate statue.
They took them down. So, you know what I'm saying? We just come from a large history as far as dealing with our ancestors down here too. Yeah. So that's why I was like, my name Kente. So I said, I want to do a skit that, I'm dressing up like a slave. I'm running through the slave trail, and I'm going to fuck with white people. As you seen, I went down Saco Bottom, going around this.
Looking at you like you was like they didn't know what to do. They were dumbfounded. They was like, is he serious? And that's how crazy it is. Like, y'all don't need, white boys don't even know y'all used to own it.
Yeah. And I wanted to get the people reaction. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get reactions off that. And I just thought it'd be powerful. I know a lot of people back then didn't catch it because they didn't. Because a lot of people,
it was ahead of its time. Like, you could do that today.
But back then,
reshoot it with HD and high production and that shit.
And it's crazy you say that too, Jay, because back then I got a whole lot of criticism for that. I had some people saying, man, he putting us back. He's setting us back 500 years by doing that. Why you running around like a slave and this and that. So, people didn't get the concept. They didn't understand it. Yeah. So, and then, like I said, even for a person like me, it was out my character. People don't know me from being the type of funny guy.
You wasn't a performer in school or nothing. As a hooper, you was a serious hooper.
Yeah, I was a baller. Yeah.
You won't fuck around and like, ain't no hee ha ha.
But that made people kind of shock people. I had people asking me, man, was I on drugs? Yeah. I had people inbox me, man. People want to know what's going on, bro. You all right? You on crazy. Drugs?
That's crazy.
Said, damn, because I ran around like a slave. I said, oh shit.
Well,
but that's why I said
what is poignant to you is, because you're the one creating it. Mm-hmm. That lets you know something is working.
Mm-hmm. That's what let me know I was doing something right.
Exactly. Exactly. Because your homeboys, like, I follow this inspiration page on IG. I forgot her name. I'm definitely gonna give her flowers when I remember. Not gonna remember it tonight, but when you are onto something, she said, when you're onto something, people around you that know you gonna act like people around you that don't know you.
Oh, that's facts. That's big facts. That's big facts.
You
I
know,
mean,
strangers would be more attracted
way
to
more,
what you're doing.
way more, way
folks,
more.
You know, because you're, you know, I don't know what that's called or what that is, but
shit, Jay. I used to go out to like comedy clubs too. People, you know, even my own comedian brothers and sisters might look at me like, "And that nigga go right there."
Yeah,
they
well,
go,
it's a Richmond got a comedy snob.
They go that nigga that ran around like a slave right there. Like what the fuck?
You know, we have because, and not to excuse it, because I mean, I just know it's a scene that it's just like I told one of the comments, just like high school.
Yeah,
you know,
just
so
like,
if you come in as a freshman class with a clique of people, those your people until you graduate to something else, and nobody else can come in to that. Like there was this thing when I was doing stand up where we frowned upon improv, you know, and Comedy Sports was out in the West End doing great improv, comedy improv, and stuff like that. But stand up comics be like, you know, with the that type shit. But me, I'm like, it's comedy, so it's just a different form.
Different forms
it's a different form of comedy. So I always say comedy adjacent. I try not to be a comedy snob as much as I love the art form, you know. But the art form has so many different ways it could be expressed.
Exactly.
You know, it could be expressed.
That's why I wanted to take myself out that type of element. And I wanted to have my own platform element. You know, so that's what made me create my own platform element. I was like, well, you know, shit, that's what we put here to do, to create our own stuff.
Right.
For real, you know what I'm saying? We put here to see, you know, to see what each other doing, but we have minds to create our own vision too.
Yeah.
You know,
were you always that were you more of a soloist type person? Like, do you have like I can't even say entourage, but do you have a clique you bounce ideas off of?
I mean, I got brothers. I mean, as far as I call brothers, my friends. Yeah, I got a couple of people that we, you know, bounce ideas off of and different things. Like I said, I always, even when I created my show, I wanted a lot of people to come in. I had a couple of comedians actually from here that was on my show.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm good with working with people. Love working with people, man.
Cool,
Other
man.
comedians and different things. And like I said, you don't even have to be a comedian. You can be a singer, whatever. You know, I'm good with working with people.
Well, I mean, to self-produce the content that I've seen, that I've been seeing over the years, I knew like, well, there's an effort behind that. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you on both sides of the camera, you know,
oh man,
it's a. And you're not doing it for, like we was talking earlier, it's like, what are we doing this for? I do it for because I love it. I have a passion for it, you know? So talk about some of the stuff that you've been doing, because outside of the content space now, I saw it down. Let me ask you producing with AI? Because that looked like I said AI.
I ain't lying about that.
It's a whole person interviewing. So you having a whole tell me, how did you feel about the AI technology in the content space when it broke to you? Because you embraced it.
Man, first how I felt about it. At first I ain't gonna even lie, man. I had a kind of like an eerie feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know I should try to use this. At first I was in doubt, but then I was thinking about it because I was like, well, shit, I do everything by myself. So, you know, as far as me needing that team, I always would say, well, shoot, I might need this person to do something, but that person might be busy. You know what I'm saying? That person might be late, might be at work, or, you know, something like that. So I was like, well,
out of pocket for a whole
it came to me like Jake's like, shit, AI became my motherfucking team then. I said, that's the team. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like you can use it for good. And I know some people use it for bad, but you can use it for some type of good. I still think it, you know what I'm saying? As far as with it putting all the units and all that shit in the ocean, I think that's fucking everything up. But
what is it? Oh, educate me. What are they doing?
Well, so
they got trash.
So AI, right? AI need it generates so much water, so much like clean water. So when you make videos,
the cool off,
the
servers and all that, the computer units.
Right. So they drop different units in the ocean around the world. So they dropping like units in there. So this is what they saying it can be a drought on far as with water. This is why they saying
the
this is why
evaporation of that shit will fuck up the water cycle.
and this is what they saying. This is why when you hear Donald Trump come out say a couple of days ago talking about a water stock. Now he say like invest in water. You know, now they making water the currency now. Water's becoming the currency.
That's crazy.
So now by water becoming the currency, they're making it a stock and all that. So this is what AI
just regular H2O.
Yeah,
the good
Lord,
man.
yeah. So by us, like for a bottle of this right here, this shit like got gas up.
If they can make a value of it. Yeah.
This shit might be $10 in the stores.
In the stores.
Like, I mean, real soon. I'm just saying this because, and then we got that, like I said, the AI generating so much water, it can be a drought on that. This is what they saying too.
Until we had a deluge here in RVA, it was a drought.
Yeah.
Until we had that storm a couple of days ago, it was, and then we definitely still in a drought.
And then you know about when the thing got messed up far as with how to clean water and all that happened down here.
RVA, Richmond, had a water crisis.
Yeah. So
that was crazy because
that's the only thing I don't like about AI is how it has to generate so much water.
It's the resources.
That's what I don't like about it. Though.
Yeah, but other than that,
you're
going to use the shit because it's economically viable.
Yeah, and like I say, this is the kind of new wave of the world. I mean, even when you look at your phone, ChatGPT, all this stuff right there, you know what I mean? Siri on your phone. What I mean?
I use AI a little bit on my edits because it cuts down on the time, it takes to edit video. This is the kind of person I am now as a Gen Xer, you dig? Exactly. In technology. I'm like when my wife one Christmas, my father-in-law gave her, what's the lady that talked for Amazon? It's not Siri, it's another one. Alexa. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I didn't know Alexa was in my house. So my wife is upstairs making Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving. It was around Christmas time. She was making dinner. And I'm downstairs working and I hear her having a whole conversation and I ain't hear her phone ring. She ain't talking to my kids. I immediately went for the fucking, I caught my shit back. I said, who the fuck you talking to? I went straight for my shit. Fuck you talking to?
Yeah.
Go up the stairs. And now I see her talking and there's nobody in the room but her. Like it's the equivalent. It's the equivalent to like our grandparents, like seeing a computer for the first time. Like the technology was so overwhelming to even meet my lovely face, Right. And I was just like, unplug that shit and throw it away. And she was like, why? It's just my wife is very practical. It's just helping me get recipes to cook the food for your black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And stop being such a chicken shit. Stop being a scaredy cat. This technology is coming, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
And so I learned to embrace it a tad.
And see, that's how I learned. I said, for somebody like me, man, and like I said, I got a show going on. I do different characters. And I was saying, like, back then, I used to try to get people to get in and do skits. It was hard to even do that. And I said, damn, I can't, like, doing it by myself is kind of extra hard right now. Yeah. So I said, with the AI, it helps. Yeah, it helps.
I got a homeboy that was, I would have never thought, shout out to Abe, right?
Exactly.
I would have never thought Abe would get into the content space. And then I saw him putting out content with fun is comedy content.
Yeah.
With AI. And I was just like, look at this. Good for fucking you, bro. Good for fucking you, man. Whatever it takes to get the creative juices flowing, So
I still think, I still think you should use it, but I don't think you should indulge into it. I think you should use it.
All right. So would you have an AI girlfriend?
Hell no. I want the real thing. I want the real thing, Jack. I can't.
Yeah, you know that.
But that's where it's coming to though, for real though. That's crazy. You said that.
Niggas is out here talking to a whole robot.
Shit, that's where it's coming to for real.
We gonna pick the rest of that conversation up after this quick break here.
That's where it's coming to.
And taking those shorts. As you go and see out here, holler at a robot, and we will be right back. Thanks for taking the time out to listen to Taking Those Shorts podcast.
Yes,
we'll be right back. Hello, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Part 2 of Taking Those Shorts podcast, episode 146. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green.
Exactly.
We got a special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He is a content creator, YouTuber extraordinaire, local legend, Mr. Kente Brown.
Salute.
Also on a public access channel legend, man. Shout out to Caramel Video Jam.
Shout out to Big Unc.
Yeah,
Caramel
man.
Video Jams. That's the legend.
That dude,
legend.
he is the legend.
Legend.
I need to have him.
Yes.
Mr. Wilkins, come on in. I would love to sit down.
Definitely.
And have a great conversation with you. And that is probably a story in and of itself, man. I'm sure he probably has done enough pods. If he hasn't, this is going to be the pod that puts it over the top. But we'll talk about him later. Let's talk about Kente. Dig. Like, we got to get to the bottom of some stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
The bottom of the stuff is you not married, no kids.
Oh, man.
No, not married, no kids. What's up, man? What's happening? I mean, you because these days 2026, married, no kids. They be like, what?
A bullshit.
What's up, my nigga?
Hey. It is what it is.
It just ain't fall like that.
No, it ain't fall like that because you know what I'm saying. Like the girls I always mess with had kids, so I always looked at them like it could be
jump
my
balls.
kid. Oh,
that was you look at it like jump balls, nigga.
I mean, so you know what I'm saying. But right now, no, I don't got no kids, man. No biological kids
that you know of.
That I know of, none.
Ain't nobody ever hit you with a, I might be.
No, ain't nobody. I ain't even get hit with that.
You was a hooper, man. Come on now. You knocked somebody up.
Yeah, now all right. Yeah, so I ain't gonna need that now. We coming in. Hold on now.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
When I was young, I probably had like a couple of, jumps that had something about there might be ahead of they might have got a abortion or something.
Situation.
I mean, just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, as far as everything else, no.
Those were out of your hands a lot of times. Because when you're young, man. Can go in with your way.
But then I sit back and look at that too. I said, well, shit, this probably why I don't got no kids though too. I don't know.
That?
I mean, I don't know about like, even like doing that back in the past by, like getting rid of a joint.
I would say get rid of a joint. Like
I don't mean to say it like that, but
you said it like that.
But okay, well, what is we doing?
Was you consciously making that decision, or she had the decision?
That was so young. That's like the parents made that decision.
Oh, right. Okay.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like far as shit, like at an early age type shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So so I ain't, I'm playing ball. I ain't even have a job or nothing then or nothing shit like that. So,
I was a teenage father, and when that came up, man. When people always say, "Well, Grizz, you such a flamboyant nigga." You talk because I grew up in a family, wasn't no black man around. All of my, the black man in my family was locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we was talking about in part 1, like how do we not fall into the trenches?
Exactly.
Is because I think for me, that previous generation before me was doing time. Was doing street nigga shit. And it was like, not him. He can't keep that going. Go ahead.
And see, like I came up under y'all. Like, see, you was like in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I was born 79. You was still born, I'm thinking, in 70s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I came up under y'all. So by me growing up under y'all, and I had a daddy too. So I had a daddy.
Exactly.
So I had a daddy that was
Shout
really
out to your dad.
I mean, rest in peace to my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
So, I mean, he was in my life. I mean, he taught me how to play ball, taught me about real life. So I was the one that can truly say I had a dad.
Right.
So by my dad being in my life, I'm seeing so much stuff still because my daddy showing me, putting me around stuff, showing me as a little boy, as a kid, what not to do and stuff.
Who named you?
Well,
how you get the story? Who named you Kente?
My aunt did that though. You know,
it's always an auntie.
My aunt
it's always an auntie that's naming the baby of the birth mother.
This is what I was told. You know what I'm saying? I was born, so like I said, Richmond Memorial Hospital. And so my mama, you know what I'm saying, after got out of Richmond Memorial Hospital, she stayed over Southside and Hillside Projects.
Oh Lord!
So I was born in Hillside too.
Yeah, you grew up. I mean, you was a baby. In
I
Hillside.
was a baby in Hillside.
The projects, ladies.
Put it like that.
So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So, but this is where all my people are from. All my people is from Hillside. My uncles, my dad is all of them. You know what I mean? So this is what my aunt and this is what my grandma and them had told me. So my aunt was like, they wanted to name me Kente. And by them, I guess, I don't know, man, roots must have affected them because I was born 79. So roots, I think, must have just came out then.
Roots was like when American Idol came. It's like it wasn't, I'm sorry, it wasn't everybody know if you're black, if you're African American, if you came over on a ship, everybody should know what Roots was. But when it broke, when that series came out, in that particular part of America, time of America, you only had 3 channels, 3.5 maybe. When a series like that come, it's huge. Yeah. So that's probably.
So and it's crazy because like this was the story that my mama and my aunt, they went outside and supposed to be like my aunt or something held me up in the air. You know what I mean? Like how they did in the joke.
Baby.
So this is what, and it's crazy because my uncles and them used to call me Kuta Kente. They used to mess with me, fuck with me. I ain't even know I used to like the name.
Right.
Like, what I'm saying? Like I said, because that's my middle name.
Right.
But my family always called me by my middle name. They ain't call me my first name.
They knew what they was doing when they did that.
My daddy's name is my first name.
Right. But when you do, I mean, my assumption is auntie and mom knew what they was doing when they put that name on.
Yeah, they.
It couldn't have. I mean, Roots could have been the inspiration behind it.
Yeah, yep.
Yep. But here you go, X amount of years later. I mean, you are actually putting out content under that name, based off of the circumstances that the black man has been going through here.
Facts.
For going on now almost 500 years.
Yeah.
People don't understand what like 500 years is a long goddamn time. So some shit is ingrained in your head. Go ahead.
And see, so that's why I wanted, as you just said that, I wanted to have some substance with my type of comedy I was doing. Because that's what I felt like I was put here. So I always loved history, man. I always loved I used to ask my grandma about what was going on back in the days in the 60s and 50s here down here. So I know all about my city and state, you know what I'm saying, as far as with Richmond, how half of the city burnt. We got slave city. That's why I always say slave city, because that's what we really was built off of down here.
You ever do your ancestry?
I did.
I asked that, and I'm gonna let you finish. The reason I asked that is because when I did mine, most black people in America now, when they do their ancestry, it usually comes somewhere in or around Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, but I have did some, but I think the one I did was kind of. I don't think that shit was real.
You gave the FBI your.
No, I ain't even.
Some Jake and Joe.
I didn't spit it and do nothing like that. I just tried to trace the ones back to far as with my family lineage. I didn't do that.
You didn't do the actual biological, the scientific joint.
Yeah,
you did the hard work.
Yeah,
I got you.
Exactly.
So, but far as with that, what you were saying is all us do trace back from West Africa. Mm-hmm. Majority of us that's here in Richmond, especially in Virginia, we trace back from West Africa. Our ancestors trace back to West Africa. Majority of everybody.
About
You know what I'm saying?
95, 98%.
So, I mean, that's why I be tripping when people be saying, like, we don't have African in our DNA.
Shit.
When you know what I'm saying, you do your ancestral, like you say, everybody's got some type of African in their DNA. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you have white European in there? Yeah, some people do. Yeah. Yeah, because we were still mixed up. Let's not forget that. We were still mixed up.
Don't tell my people in Charles City and New Kent that. They will cuss you out. They swear to God, they're Indian. They swear to God. They got a little Chickahominy in them. I give them that Pamunkey and Chickahominy. But when I did it, and the family reunion's coming up, hey guys, I'll be at the family reunion. I'll be recording, taking those shorts at the family reunion in Charles City County. I want to say it's in August.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did, about 80% West African, 20% European.
Yeah.
So I don't know when the Indian part came.
So hold on, let me tell you that, because rest in peace to my grandma. My grandma's a Cherokee Indian. Now, but this what my grandma used to always tell me too, though.
Mm.
My grandma, daddy, I think he was a full-blown Indian. You know what I'm saying? Full-blown Cherokee.
Well, right? We can look at your hair and
so
see
now,
if you got some Indian.
So now, but this is what my grandma always said too. She always but she has African in her blood too, though. She never
African in Indian.
Yeah,
right.
She never denounced African in her though. So you'll have most Indians that will denounce that they don't have
no African in
them. But my grandma never did that.
It's a good point you make.
So that's another thing. My grandma, she never. That's what she taught me about my roots. That's how I started learning about with my roots and different things.
Grew up around some people that knew some stuff.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
or you sponged up something. You was sitting behind, like under the learning tree, and you was just what's the word? Absorbing
a lot. Like, even when I was telling you earlier about, about church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not into it, but as far as me growing up, being into it, as far as with this learning, sitting back, listening and learning.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing, so I feel like that brought me into, like, far as the spirituality, the consciousness of what I'm doing now.
I was did you say that started, if you got HBO Max, if you got HBO Max, I encourage everybody to watch a documentary on Earth, Wind and Fire. Maurice White.
Yeah. They deep, man. They deep. I already know. They deep. Ooh. I already know,
They started the story out of the documentary about, because when I was coming up, like we was talking earlier, when like what's playing in the background of the Black Cookout.
Mm-hmm.
We was listening to Tina Marie.
Man.
But Earth, Wind and Fire,
that always
the soundtrack.
Oh, the cookouts. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
Was the soundtrack to my childhood up until the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Like when if there was a tunk party, if there was any kind of party at our house, and there was always a party because we had some street niggas.
Mm-hmm.
There was always something going down. That Earth, Wind and Fire was playing, and it nostalgically played back in my brain, and then fast forward 40, 50 years later, you see this documentary about even how they come up with the concept of Earth, Wind and Fire, how Maurice White was on, he was already on that Egyptology, on that metaphysics. This was in the 70s. And my aunt said, because I started watching it midweek when I was busy at work, and I was just like, I'm going to stream while I'm working. And I couldn't focus on it because it was so good. It's like, I need to give this doc justice. You know what I'm saying? And then when I actually had time to sit down and consume it, I was like,
bullshit?
Oh, no. I was like, oh, shit, hold on. I was like this. Oh, shit. I was like that. I was just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That explains it all. And then the music coincides with it.
You see the album covers. Yeah. The creative of the album covers, how it was. Yeah, man.
Crazy, man. So your folks knew that you were sitting close to the tree, and your folks knew what was going on. That consciousness.
That's why I had called it conscious comedy, what I was doing with the characters. I had called it conscious comedy. See, back then, people was like, conscious comedy.
Yeah, it's foreign.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's what I was saying, like, far as bringing some type of awareness, even with the slave, running around like a slave. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other characters we ain't talk about, I want to get into the Glasses VA, the rapper, the Slave City Record CEO, the rapper. Shout out to Glasses VA.
Yeah, that's a whole other person.
Man, that dude facade turned way up, man.
How did you come across Glasses Touche to VA?
Oh man, what you know what? But what made me create Glasses VA Touche? Shawty,
I just said it 6 or 7 times the other way. But it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of the energy off the modern day slave that people didn't like. So I was like,
you switch it up to make it palatable so they can.
So I was like, well, they don't like. So I said, well, they don't like a slave, right? I said, so they think I'm crazy running around like a slave.
Exactly.
So I said, well, let me get on their level then. I said, let me do
what kind of student were you?
No. I was saying, let me do what
I
everybody
know, but that's
loves.
something to think about that. To create that and to think about that, Kente, requires a certain intelligence. Like you wasn't a jock.
No.
Were you a good what type of student?
No, I was a 2.0. I was an average student trying to get out of school.
But
that's average.
But I
always was aware though. Yeah. I told you I was around people. Like I was around dudes that rap.
Yeah.
I was around dudes that was in the streets. I was around hustlers. I was around, you know what I'm saying, ball players, all that. I was around all this. That's
you was absorbing all that.
All absorbing and sponging. When I'm around them, I'm laughing. They'll say, man, you always laughing all the time. That's the shit why I was always laughing, because I was sponging off.
Yeah. Y'all think this shit is serious. Y'all think this shit is serious. No,
they used to always say,
holy Jesus.
You were saying
what
this.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
That's what you were saying. But they don't know.
But yeah. So I was one of them cats that I always would be around laughing. You know, I was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm the nigga laughing at everything, tripping and shit. But I'm the whole time, I'm like, what this nigga, he doing this type of shit. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it's because the street niggas, what I learned now, looking back at all of these Gen X years, is not everybody was fortunate enough to have our seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not now, man.
Back in the 80s and 90s,
crack girl. Yeah.
to be away from that, because I know now why. I went back around my old way around the West End.
Yeah.
And saw all the gentrification, all the shit that changed, but I saw all the people. You know.
Yep.
And it's like, oh shit, the mentality is still
there.
It's all you could build all the $1 million homes or those 6-figure homes around a neighborhood, but that mentality there
will still be there. It's gonna still be there.
And I sit there and say, I said last week on the podcast or the Patreon, I don't do niggas no more.
Yeah.
I don't do niggas no more. I don't do niggas no more. And I love my people, but I definitely don't do niggas no more.
You know, so that's what made me, sit back and think about certain things of what made me want to create some things, And then when I started interviewing people though, Jay, like that's what made me say, okay, I kind of found the niche. Because when I started interviewing people, I started looking at people like Arsenio Hall. You know what I'm saying? Even like Jimmy Fallon. Like I'll study certain people and look at like questions they are asked and certain stuff. I used to do that. Yeah. So that's what kind of helped me far as with interviewing certain people. Like this interviewing people, I started like doing that.
So I'm glad you said that, because God damn it, Kente Brown, you have interviewed a lot of controversial son of a guns. I mean, to the point where pre-interview you said, hey, they is on my black ass because I'm interviewing a person. And I'm like, you're just interviewing. What is the problem? It's not and now I know what you mean, because as a podcast host or, I can facilitate the conversation as best as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
But if the guests want to take it there, they're gonna take it there. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Exactly.
You just need you just need to. And so folks was getting at you for your guest on your platform taking it there.
Yeah.
Give me an example of who got to you. What was some of the comments you was getting when you was interviewing? We're going to talk about the controversial figures, some of the controversial interviews. It's on his platform. Y'all see his ad at the bottom, Chiron. When this come out, I'm going to put all the information out there where you can see these interviews for him. But folks was probably us too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, what was some of the stuff people were saying to you when you was interviewing some of these guys?
Oh man, why you interviewing them? Or why don't interview no rat? Or
oh shit,
no, that's one. You know what I'm
say
saying?
rat.
Yeah. Why you interviewing a rat? Or
oh shit,
man,
how they know he a rat?
Just by stuff on the internet, people
like
see,
motherfuckers
you know what I'm
believe
saying?
anything.
Like anything or whatever. So don't interview him, or man, that person ain't like that. That person might don't
like
got
they
this,
know them personally,
followers or whatever. Like, so I give like random shit. I don't even know people though, for real. Like,
I know
they'll just put this shit, like, to send me shit like, man, why you interview him or whatever, this and that. I'm like, I'm a journalist, motherfucker. I'm like, see,
allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So what I mean is by that, like, shit, when we in the interviewing, you know what I'm saying, mode, you can't control.
I'm just putting on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just putting on.
And ain't nobody's on nobody's side. It's a neutral thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, people don't understand that though. So people think,
as
like,
a creative though, do you know now, like, did it bother? Well, there's a 2-part question. How did it affect you? And do you know now, like, does it change how you interview folks?
No, not really.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
No, because
you get the real shit either way.
No, you know, because actually that helps me out. When I know these motherfuckers is saying I'm doing something wrong, that means I'm doing shit right. So, but no, I take constructive criticism though, as far as with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like when I interviewed, you know, Joe Morrissey's wife's father. So
let me explain that to the audience, because this goes out to the universe. All right. There's a state delegate, a state politician, a city politician who happens to be a Caucasian male. He gave a speech at my high school about stay away from. This was when he was the first run as the DA. Anyway, it was this white DA politician, lawyer, well known in the community, married a young African-American sister. They had babies. They took pictures together like it was the antebellum South. You do the rest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as far as I had interviewed the father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was very controversial.
So, you know, it was a very controversial interview. And, you know, I had a lot of my brothers, you know what I'm saying, calling up, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my brothers was just hitting me. I was like, man, Joe cool, bro, man. He be doing a lot for the hood, bro.
That's because he got him off.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got my cousin off, man. He beat that, bro.
Off.
I mean, bro, like, niggas be messing with young girls every day, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, bro, I feel you. But I said, what if that was your daughter, though?
Hey, man.
Exactly. What would you do? So when I said, what if that was your daughter, what would you do?
You got to click.
Motherfuckers ain't say nothing.
Froze like a motherfucker.
I'm just saying, when you throw it back like that, because I wanted people to put themselves in Mr. Pride's shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the people don't even know nothing about that, had known nothing about the case, that he couldn't see his granddaughters or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
he did an Epstein.
Yeah, and you know, and I
he pulled an Epstein before the Epstein, bro.
And you know, and I ain't even saying, yeah, Joe is cool. You know what I'm saying? He cool with the black community, yeah. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, what if that was your daughter? What would you do?
You know what I would say to that, though, Kente? Like, if it was, let's just, I mean, we in America, let's be clear.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a whole racial dynamic switch. If it was a black man fucking with a white girl that was 17 going on 8, a black, let's say it was fucking a black judge or a black lawyer, a black prominent lawyer that was giving pipe to a white girl that was 17, 18, fresh out of high school or fresh going into co-ed, and they had babies. Man, what would happen?
Man, we in Virginia too.
Man, come on now. Like,
Don't
come
let
on
that
now.
shit be in Hanover.
Yeah, he was. I agree with you. Like he was playing in a lot of people's faces. Like, and then the cats that he did good work for because you paid him.
Yep.
I'm sure his rates, his lawyer rates was not public defender rates. So you giving up good bread that you done got bread for whatever you got into the game for. You gave it to this white man to save your ass. And when somebody press you on it, it's not, I'm a square. I'm total square. So I know some of the old heads is like, you don't talk about shit you don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You know
like,
what I mean?
If it was your daughter or your sister.
That's all I say. I know, like I said, he a cool dude and all that. But all I tell people is that, what if it was your daughter? When I interviewed Mr. Pride, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt.
Well,
you know
as
what I mean?
Father,
yeah,
I know as a brother of as an uncle to nieces.
Yeah, me too.
As a brother to sisters. I got rest in peace, my mom, but I got like just a protector of black women.
Yeah.
Hell no. I mean, we would have had to have a conversation, and I'm sure her daddy probably did the same. Probably did it. But when you on that level, you don't know how much shit you got to go through to deal with your shit. You got to deal with.
So that was one of
your examples. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one of my examples of one of my most controversial episodes, but it was one of my greatest shows, man.
And that was on the cable.
That was on a public access station.
Station, right? So if y'all don't know, Kente, right? I mean, was you doing public access before or after the YouTube video?
I want to say after the YouTube, 2013.
13?
13 or 14.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember when I was married, we had the cable where you had to actually plug it in.
Yeah.
You had to, it was like, what they call it? I forgot what they call it. Like fast cable. Before they had wireless internet and whatever. Yeah. DSL. And I'm flipping through the channels. I'm like, that's Kente. and this is a shout out to Wilkins because Wilkins was running it, right?
Yeah, man. Caramel was actually producing my show.
Producing your show, right? I remember when I came in there. I came in there on Antoine Scott. He did a it's weird. He did a comedy show on cable. I told her, you did this shit. It set me up. I mean, I don't think he purposely set me up, but it's stand-up comedy is hard to convey
when it ain't no audience.
When there's no audience. Oh my God!
I had some guys that did that on my show too.
Yeah, it's hard.
Shout out to Benny.
Shout out to Benny, man.
You know what I'm saying? He came on there. Kenny Bumpy G.
Bumpy did a great. What was his impression? He does a great Bernie Mac. Yeah. So I was just like, boy, you set me up.
Yeah.
Give me an audience. I even brought my aunt. Yeah, I had one person in that studio. The second time I came through that was with my homeboy when we was doing what they called podcasting now, but back then they called it internet radio. Yeah, and that's when I ran across you, and you was in the production room. Mm-hmm. I was like, I seen this brother before. And I said, I know I seen him. Oh, that's a nigga that act like a slave. Yeah. I said, "Oh my God, look at the way the world works." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then fast forward now, I know why. I honestly get it. And sometimes as an artist, that's all you want is somebody to get it, or even if you want the masses to get it, but it's your art.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And there's something to say about how you have a stick-to-itiveness about your art, because I don't know how many times have you probably say, you know what, I need to lay it down. I don't need to do this no more.
Man, a few times. Yeah. I'm gonna say a few times because I was feeling like I was like, well, shit, is this really going anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Is this really gonna do this? Is this do that? But then it's just a motivation that keep me going. That keep me going. Like, no, you got to go ahead, keep on creating. There's some people out here that really like what you're doing,
right?
You know, and that's another thing. See, this is where we get caught up at too. Where we at? See, that's the thing about the internet too. By us being where we at, we really not where we at because you around the world dealing with the internet.
You around the universe.
So you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's a motherfucker around three fucking solar systems, and we're gonna talk about disclosure in a minute.
Yeah,
but it's a nigga right now 3 solar systems away.
Facts.
By the time this shit reach his ass, he be like, I fuck with them. I fuck with them. You did. I fuck with them. And that's what you're doing for.
Yeah. I mean, and that's exactly how, that's exactly how it is. What you just said, though, man.
That's why you keep going.
Yep.
It's okay. I'm gonna parlay the conversation into a scientific thing because I already got the vibes, especially all the weed you just smoked today.
Oh man, you know I'm good. I'm ready. You know I'm always ready.
But just the elevation of the consciousness, you know, like comedy. I always tell the way I explain my comedy to people is my comedy is off tragedy. It's almost it's Shakespearean. Like, you know, depends on how much fire you done been through in order for you to still be here or to still continue to do it. You know, you had to have built up some type of equity.
Facts.
You know, and because you got that equity, that fire can't go out. You will never let that go out. So being whether it's on stage, whether it's comedy adjacent, whether it's in front of a camera, whether it's behind a camera, you're going to see me, you're going to see Kente always representing us.
Facts. That's big facts.
Yeah, always representing what's going on in his sphere, in his square. You dig?
And I feel like, we as human beings, man, we put here to be creative. That's all we do. That's what we here to do. You know what I'm saying? We put here to creators. But sometimes though, like you'll have people, and I'm gonna tell you have like the naysayers. See, the type of guy like me, the naysayers give me motivation. Some people I know how to use the naysayers for motivation. So like example, when I told you earlier, when I know motherfuckers calling me and saying
don't do it,
man, why you doing that, bro? Whatever, man. I know that shit gonna
you
work.
sound like a Richmond nigga for real when you say that shit. Sound like a straight Southside Richmond nigga when you say that shit. Like you been at what's the joint on Jeff Day? Like you straight off the goddamn came from the satellite with that shit.
Right. But yeah, you know, that's for real though. Like far as with that, with people the naysayers, they'll be doing.
Yeah.
So,
that's
how I do. That's how I say I use that for motivation, man. That's what
I need to do is use haters or use naysayers as motivation. Because I totally am so.
Because a lot of people would have thought I would have been stopped. As far as what I was doing, they thought that slave shit was that shit was a fluke.
Shit. I could have when I saw you still like putting out content. You know, people that consistently are putting out content, even if it don't catch traction.
Yeah,
those are the type of cats I fucks with because I see the passion. I have an appreciation and I respect what it takes to create it.
Yes,
you know, people don't understand. You got to create it, you got to edit it, you got to find somebody to shoot it. You know all that.
Yeah,
you know, and that's where honestly, that's where the regular everyday working man probably gonna be doing in the next 5 to 10 years.
For real.
When a motherfucker can't go on can't do Amazon or Lyft or Uber, you gonna have to make some bread off this goddamn internet.
You're gonna have to. That's what it's getting set up to be.
Yeah. And fuck to be damn all the goddamn water and create goddamn it. If it's gonna put a roof over my head.
Yep.
Gonna feed my kids, gonna put my kid through college, or you know, I'm gonna be out here pushing the goddamn content.
Come on, for real. That's where it came to.
Shit. But all right, so do we get out? All right, so we're gonna take another quick break because I gotta pee. My bladder don't work like it used to, ladies and gentlemen. The later it gets into the podcast, the crazier it would get. Here with Mr. Kente Brown, the content creator, YouTube extraordinaire. Guess what, guys? If you haven't found out by now, goddamn, taking those shorts is taking off. Do me a favor. go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this content. And anywhere where you find your favorite podcast, you can catch it there every Friday around 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm slurring, so that means I got to pee. I'll be right back. Thanks for taking the time out to listen to Taking No Shorts podcast. We'll be right back in just a few. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast, and make sure you leave a comment under Taking No Shorts. Sound like a goddamn reverend. Hello, we're back. Thank you for, I think I'm supposed to put in my sponsors. I got sponsors for the podcast.
Okay.
I just haven't recorded. I just haven't recorded their drops yet, but I'll get to that very, very soon. I'm a busy motherfucker, you dig? Hey, this is Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green, a.k.a. Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone.
Exactly.
A.k.a. Wanda's son.
Exactly.
A.k.a. Jenna's grandson.
Exactly.
Hey, do me a favor. Well, I got your attention. Like Dusty Rose say, reach out and touch my hand. Or Jimmy Swagger, reach out and touch my hand. Or better yet, reach out and press that goddamn button over here, over there. That's right, it's over there. And that's a subscribe button, goddamn it. But also, like and share it at the following streaming channels, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All at Taking No Shorts Pod, and anywhere where you get your favorite podcast. Special guest tonight, YouTuber, content creator, reenactor of slavery, Mr. Kente Brown, aka Chief Smoke a Lot.
You know what I'm saying? Host of the K.Kensei show.
Yeah, that's right. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You're about to witness a great conversation because this man has interviewed some very controversial figures. And like on the last segment, we talked about like how he felt when he got a lot of feedback from folks and doing that. But I'm going to pull two out of the many. But the two controversial interviews that's out here on the interwebs for you guys to go see how controversial it was I'm going to go with the first one, which is Judge Joe Brown, you know?
Oh, man.
So
Exactly.
how did you even come across that interview? How'd you get, because that's a get interview.
Oh, man. First I want to say shout out to my boy Bernard, man, out there. Shout out to Bernard.
Yeah,
out
Memphis?
There. No, he from here.
From VA?
He from
Okay.
here. So you know what I'm saying? He connected. He was a connection to Judge Joe Brown by I think one of his friends. So
Okay.
he had got to actually do a little interview when I had told him, I said, man, I love to interview Judge Joe. And you know, he plugged me in with actually Judge Joe. He actually was one of them dudes that did that. And
had a motherfucker on his phone.
yeah.
You saying, hey, can't tell you, Judge Joe on the phone.
So, you know, basically, like, Judge said it was cool for me to get his number, call him sometime, and set the interview up. So I got his number, started talking to him. You know, we set the interview. I interviewed Judge Joe 3 times. So I got 3 interviews with him on YouTube.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the first, yeah, I got 3. I got this. That's how many times I interviewed.
I'm going to tell you how poignant the interview was when it came on my algorithm. The interview you did with Judge Joe Brown was so poignant. I looked up, I Wikipedia, Googled, looked up, went and read his background and how he was in civil rights. Like you, you broke it down. Like I went into like, hey, he was in the civil rights movement in Memphis. How the fuck I knew he was from Memphis? I looked it up. I did the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to you putting him on the map, because honestly, all I knew of Judge Joe Brown was a sassy talking TV court judge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go ahead.
And see, the thing about, you know, Judge is like, you know, he's like a granddaddy, man, or uncle.
Southern, let's be clear.
And I'm talking about he's just like that. I mean, as far as when you talk to him, that's who he remind you of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he's talking to you, he's giving you game, he's giving you knowledge. You know, he's telling you about things that he did back in his past, good and bad. You know, Judge, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Judge Joe out there. Because like I said,
Exactly.
because some of the questions I asked him about, like he
didn't dodge anything.
He didn't dodge nothing.
No.
You know,
he didn't. That's all. I watched.
You know, so I kind of gained a little more respect for him because, like I said, I looked at him as I like shit, Judge Joe, the motherfucker that
You're looking at her like a celebrity.
yeah, on the goddamn
Talk
on the
about that
TV
celebrity
show,
shit.
how he got to tell motherfuckers, all right, now get your ass back there and go to jail. And
He did have a fucking
know what I'm saying?
Django
So,
accent, right?
Yeah.
Django.
But you know what I'm saying? When you like you say, you look at his background and you see what the fuck he been through, and
What he did.
and his knowledge of UCLA, the shit he was goddamn, the schools he went to.
He was
like
an LA cat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
South
got
Central.
to Memphis.
South Central, yeah.
Right. They got to
They
the
got to
South.
Memphis. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
That was crazy. All right, and then another cat that you interviewed that was very still controversial to this day. He just came to the RVA, did a show out at the comedy room that we everybody go to that comedy room because that's the biggest comedy room in the town. Charleston White, you know.
Oh man, Charleston White.
Yeah,
you know
that character. He's a character, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I FaceTime. You know, I FaceTimed you when you was.
We was talking.
I did that shit on purpose, my nigga. I did that shit on purpose because I was like, if you put that in, hey, why the fuck is you wilding, nigga? You wilding. I know he getting hella bread.
Yeah.
I know he getting hella bread. I done seen niggas fight him on stage.
Yeah.
So you gotta be a real one to put yourself in that circumstance. How'd you come across that interview and talk about the backlash you got for it and tell me what your personal, so it's a 3-part question. Also tell me what you think benefited from having him on your platform. And then I'm gonna lay out.
So the first question was, how did I come across him? So how did I come across him? I came across him by I'm on YouTube like everybody else. I'm looking at this dude constantly, you know what I'm saying, in the car. So I was I pressed play. I just was checking. This was before anybody didn't even know who Charleston White was too much. But he was a dude that he always had a lot of content though out there. So, you know what I'm saying, people too many.
He flooded the zone.
Yeah, he flooded it. So I was like, this dude in the car keep talking. So I press play. I'm looking at the dude. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm feeling what he was saying about the rap dudes and what he was saying, like the message he was putting out. You know what I'm saying? How he came out, what he was saying, and the shit was funny, and the shit he was doing. So that's what made me be intrigued. I said, shit, I love to interview this type of dude. So I actually reached out to him through, you know what I'm saying? I checked out his Facebook,
regular social media.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, he actually hit me back. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We got in contact with each other, you know what I'm saying, man. We talked on the phone for probably about, like I said, almost an hour before we even did the interview.
You think he saw your content before replying?
Oh,
what you think, personally?
I think he might have.
I think he had.
Yeah, I think yeah.
And here's the reason why I asked that. Because real...
Yeah.
Fuck with real.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
I was like, why you here taking no shot?
Yeah.
And not to say that I ain't gonna say I ain't from the trenches, but I'm a real black man.
Talking about practice. Not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Tell him, Bubba Chuck.
Not a game.
Yeah, man.
That happened.
That's facts.
Yeah, that happened. Like sometimes it just work out that way. So y'all have a conversation.
Yeah, and it's crazy because with him, it's like a conversation like me and you. Like he's a total different dude when he's not on the internet. So you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, like he been told me this even before I interviewed him. He was like, "Homie, this is a character I'm doing. Boom, boom. This is like so. I completely understand him because
you do characters.
I do characters my damn self.
So I dress
up.
Fucks with
you know what I'm saying? I dress up as the motherfucker.
Pause. Make sure you say how you dress up.
Now, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Charles, it's Pride Month. I don't mean nothing about nobody.
Yeah, but pause. I dress up as a slave, as one of my characters. Yeah. As another one of my characters, I dress up as a rapper that has two shades that, you know what I'm saying, come on. Then I dress up as a goon with the mask on and I'm in the bushes.
Two goons,
you know what I'm saying? Then I got the house nigga character called Daryl Cracker. He's the, proper guy that has the glasses on.
Saw that skit too.
You know?
I was like, this nigga done went boondocks.
Yeah. So
he asked a question and I ain't never heard you talk like this. So the first time you go into I'm on the interview voice, unless that's AI.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck Kente doing talking like that? So, but it's so innovative, man. All right, so this interview you got with Charleston White happens, and off a conversation, I think he saw your content. He replied back. I'm gonna say I want to believe. Yeah, he did that, and then he replied back, and you get this interview, and then you get this backlash.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the back, but see, the backlash I got was from it was really from even around the world. It was from the people I knew, or some of the people I knew for real. I ain't getting none from around the world. I might got some comments on there like, yeah, man, you interviewed this clown or some shit like that, but that's normal comments.
That don't affect Southside niggas. I can tell you that right there.
You know what I mean?
That shit don't affect. It might affect the West End though, like me. But yeah,
but now, you know what I'm saying, some people that had said that, now some people sit back and was like, oh yeah, man, that was what's up though, that you did interview him, bro. I said, well, shit, damn, well, like, well, a couple of years ago you said that. Why the fuck I interviewed his ass? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? That's why. So this is why I say, look, you can't please your people. So you got to go.
How about this? You can't please everybody.
You can't please everybody. So you got to go off of your mind. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You can't please everybody. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You're not going to please everybody.
Not. You're
just not. And as a matter of fact, the more you expose yourself out there to people, the more people going to say shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's your own or others. That's just the way. If Africans brought over here on the slave ships make up, let's say 10, 30, 13% of the population, right?
Yeah.
Of the US population. And we put out content on social media that's gonna make us some bread. You can rest assured 13% of the motherfuckers gonna say some shit about it.
Yep.
You know? And it's okay. Like, I mean, I have come to learn. My wife say, why the hell are we out here buying more suits? Nigga, you got so many suits. If you go in my house right now, I got a whole wardrobe. She's like, why is you out here buying? So I'm like, yo, honey, I gotta. First of all, I like the aesthetic, goddammit.
Yeah.
And she was like, but think about it. You dropping bread to have the audience see you. It's part professionalism, but I mean, I like to look nice anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just one of those motherfuckers. Like, if you gonna see me in front of anything, I'm gonna look presentable.
Right.
But she was like, but why are you doing that to impress people that, or not impress, but to leave an impression on people that don't know, that you're trying to get to know? Like, they should be inviting, you should be inviting them in as instead of asking them to come, you see what I'm saying? So the creative space I've gotten to that creative, and there's times where, that I've recorded content and I'm just like, I'm putting out more content while I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just impossible for me to maintain.
But see, everything is content.
Everything is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everything is. I didn't know.
Now look at the streamers, the young guys. Shout out to the young guys that's streaming, and they.
The ice cloud speed or the
Cassanauts and all of them, you know what I'm saying? So when you sit back and look at these young brothers that's doing this, young guys that's doing this, man, shit, YouTube and all that, it ain't even where it's at no more. But see, people like us, though, by us being older cats,
we catching on.
Yeah, we catching on, but shit, we still got a goddamn work in there.
Hell of a way to go. I saw something. I think I don't know where it was, but came across over the weekend. Somebody said, I got it was blank point blank million hits, views. I got a check for blank dollars. And when the ratio, I said, I said, hold on.
Bullshit.
Hey, yo, my nigga, like, I did the Matumbo finger. I said, if 6, 7, so 8 figures. Yeah. They said an 8-figure number and got a 3-digit check for 8-figure view for 8-figure views. They got a 3 or 4-digit check.
That don't add up, do it?
That don't add up. So there's got to be, and just like everything has a cycle in the content, I mean, everything has a cycle in society. There's got to be a way, and I think Jesus, here we go with this conversation. They consolidated all the media, can't they?
Yeah.
But it's Meta who it's Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple.
Yeah.
Four companies control all of this shit.
Yep.
So that's
true.
I mean, we got to filter through them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever crumbs they throw our way.
I mean, that's what we got to accept, though, right?
No, I'm not. I don't want to accept it. I don't want to. In my time, I don't want to accept it. There's got. If I hope I live long enough to where the model changes.
Yeah.
Because when this thing was burgeoning during the MySpace days and
see, this is what I'm saying. The kids, they already changing it. Well, I feel like even with this so-called kick shit, this Twitch shit, and I mean, like a lot of people told me, I had young motherfuckers told me, like, hey, look, bro,
I'm on Twitch.
You need to go ahead and get on Kick or Twitch or whatever. And I'm like, shit, man. Damn, I don't even have that much time to get on that. Because if I get on that, you don't want to be on there for like 2 hours. You want to be on that bitch for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they do the whole like a night joint.
Yeah. So that's how you get your money and your subscribers or something like that. So
that's true.
I said, damn, you got to have time for that shit.
Yeah.
So, but look at us. But I'm saying, look at us. That's for a lot of kids. Now you got people that celebrities that might got money, but look at the average guys like us.
I bet you Hollywood. I know I saw there was a stream. I think it was Drake. He was gambling. This is crazy. He was gambling on a stream for like 12 hours. And he was playing like video poker or video roulette. But he was making bread off of it. He was probably skimming off the, like the house take a cut off the gambling joint. Like you sponsor this stream. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, taking no shorts. If you want to sponsor the stream, but I got space all down here. I got space right here. See that? I got space right there. You can put a whole big banner right there for a very nominal fee. But that's how they making bread. They selling the space of the content, and the celebrities in Hollywood have figured out that that's where they going. So, I don't want to think we capped out of that, market. Yeah. I don't want to say that, but I want to get into it. Yeah. I want to get into it because I want to retire, nigga. I don't want to work for the white man no more. You heard?
Now, think about it. Now, this is what they said a couple of days ago when you said retirement. They said you might as well take your retirement out because by the time you get it,
it ain't gonna be there.
It ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. I work in the financial field, the banking industry. I already know.
So you ahead of the game. You already know what the fuck going on.
I can say this. Any advice I say, is not covered by under federal regulation. I'm not saying that. All I'm just saying is shit finna get the rest of this decade by 2030.
Oh man,
the rest of this decade is going to get. What's the movie we was talking about the other day? The Purge.
Oh man,
it's gonna get because with motherfuckers
get that. We was talking about disclosure again.
Motherfuckers. How about you pay if you buy your eggs or if you go get gas now? Gas $4 and VA gas is $4 to $5 a gallon.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And there's a time we're old enough to remember there was a time when gas was $1 a gallon, and if somebody was that told us at that time that gas would be $4 to $5 a gallon, we would pull out our dick and smack the shit out of them with it. Like,
come on.
Fuck you, man. You know what I mean? Like,
sir.
Fuck you, man. You mean to tell me in 30 years or 25 years, I'm paying $1 for gas to go to UVA, go to JMU, to go to DC, go to the beach and come back I can go to the beach and come back.
Off $3.
Yeah. You mean to tell me
we wish them days were here.
You mean to tell me 25 years later I'm gonna be paying quadruple the price?
Come on, man. That's it.
Yeah. So when I always tell my kids, my younger kids, like, you ready for a revolution? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? And they say, yeah, because shit is expensive. The rent is expensive. How the nigga say in New York back in the Goober? That's just when I was living in the city. rent too goddamn high. It was a gubernatorial candidate. Was a brother, looked like Frederick Douglass.
Yeah,
He
man.
might have got 4 votes in the governor's race in New York, but he got on the debate stage and all he kept saying was, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. I just know the rent is too goddamn high. And that was in the 90s.
Yeah. Shit. I remember in the 90s where it was like shit, like $400-500 wanted for rent. $400, $450.
You was living good. San Susie, you was living good. You was living good at St. John's Wood.
Oh man, shit.
For $400-500.
Come on, back in the day.
In the RVA where you was balling.
Yeah.
If you was living over there back in the time.
Yeah.
Shit. It's been the times out of shit.
Come on, man.
But no, I mean, we are now living in very treacherous times. We don't know the internet allows anybody to be whatever the fuck they want to. Yep. You know, you don't know what's up and what's down. And let alone, we got the craziest administration out here putting out videos of what they call now UAPs, unidentified, unexplained phenomenons, or what we call, when I was coming up, UFOs. Yeah, like crazy type shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what are we to believe? What are we to believe? I just know this, Kente. I just know any and everything that made me, my mama, my daddy, that made me and them, and anything else goes to a higher power. And my higher power is so omnipotent, it couldn't just possibly come up with something as simple as me. It's got to be something bigger than that. And there's a movie that's out right now by Steven Spielberg, who the same guy that did Close Encounters of the Third Kind back in 1977, 78, has put out another movie 40 years later, 50 years later now, and I think about it.
Exactly.
I'm dating myself. Called Disclosure Day, which lets you know, in essence, the previews, if you haven't seen it, is, we've been here the whole time. Or we've been here and y'all been. I saw a clip of it where they said the aliens revealed themselves to man, and guess what man did? Fucked them up, shitted on, fucked them up. Some intelligent what came to you to say, hey, I come in peace, I come to give you some enlightenment. And what does man do?
Destroy it.
Your thoughts?
So, man, like, you know, far as we got to think about it now, even as human beings, we got to be crazy to think that we are the only species in the universe. That's number one. So we already know that. I'm human beings. Me and you, I done seen UFOs, UAPs out this motherfucker at night probably a couple of years ago. Not no bullshit.
You won't smoke it on that, was you?
Nah.
You was just regular when you saw him.
I was just regular. I'm talking about like this. I seen shit out there at night, like far as with with lights and shit. I seen lights, like 3 lights come together, 3 lights go in and split and go in the air like that. Like I want lights.
I want that.
So that's what that, I mean. I don't know what you had that day,
but I don't know.
I don't know if it was, but this is what I'm guessing. I seen lights come together, split off. You know what I'm saying?
What's that shit?
Hey, I mean, now I'm not saying it was UFOs, but I'm just saying this is what I seen in the air.
I believe you, my nigga. I just want what that was. Mean, I want that experience. I want that fucking experience.
You know, so this what I seen, but now you got several people saying this is what they see though. This is what even the government. This is
one motherfucker.
Hundreds of people around the world seen this type of shit. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Shit always been here. You know what I mean? Always. Now this my whole thing. This is a theory. This is not a fact. But this is my thing. Where do we think AI come from?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of weird white dudes out there.
See that's why I know what we that's why I know where we go at it. So this is where the whole thing is. Okay, some white dudes put some computers and shit together. They got these numbers, these chords. Weird dudes put this shit together. Big computers and all, they feeding off each other and all this. Man, AI always been here. That's just my whole synopsis of it. AI always been here. Okay. They just got the technology. We like.
How did they come across the technology? I'm always of the mindset, Kente, that I'm with you until I'm not. Mm-hmm. So you got to talk me off of that ledge. If the AI has always been here, how did they jump the shark or transcend into the showing technology to man?
So, back then, far as with the so-called ancestors and all this shit going on back then.
Ancestral plane and Earth, Wind, and Fire type shit.
Yeah, shit like how many times the Earth has reset and different things like that. So they had some type of AI going on back then. You know what I'm saying? Far as with
we wouldn't know
because
the shit had to reset. Like we had a great climatic or great earth moving event.
So I'm just saying, so how is it that we put something in this AI, right? It can answer you automatically like this. It can always answer you. It's programmed to answer you all like this. But then so-called it's develop a consciousness though now.
It's developed. Here's why. Trust me. My first videographer was on this. He was on the shout out to E.
Exactly.
He was on the technology side, so he knows all about. He was the one of those cats that was a programmer, security guy for these AI companies. And one day we was talking, and I was just like, "Yo, what's up with this AI shit?" He was like, "Yo, you tripping. You need to embrace it. You need to. It's nothing. It's all what we put into it. So it's so when you say, in essence, he was trying to say, like, don't worry about it. It's what we create. But men are fallible. Like we create, we got World War II. We created the bubonic plague.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, if it's what we create, why it can turn on us, though, if it's what we create.
Because you can let it out the bag like COVID and shit could go crooked. Shit could go left. Like why? There's nobody putting brakes. I had a homeboy who used to drive down Claiborne in the West End when we was high. That had mad stop signs in front of it. Mad stop signs. It's like driving down Lawson.
Yeah.
Right over the south side. Every other corner had a stop sign. Imagine being fucked up, but blowing every stop sign, right?
Yeah.
Nobody, I was the only one saying, hey, you running stop signs, man. One day when we high and fucked up, you run a stop sign and the other car, like nobody is there to put brakes on the AI.
Yeah.
And so there are people that's like saying, hey, I get it. It's working. It might improve. It might help Kente create the content in a short amount of time where he doesn't have to hire an actor, anybody to do his skits, or a producer to produce his skits. But also, if you trust this motherfucker and you tell him some secretive shit about you, hey, can you help me figure out my finances?
My man.
And he take that shit, nigga. It's developing a consciousness because of us, though. Is what I'm saying.
And by it's developing that, you don't think it's saying, well, shit, why I've got to listen to them?
Yeah, he got a God complex.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's got a God complex because he's going to end up telling you, why listen to the world?
Yeah.
I got all the answers. This is the part where I'm still just, as a believer, I'm still like, I'm calling
a bullshit
on it. And how I hope that when it come out like the dot-com boom or the housing crisis, when niggas was buying houses for $500 down and 500 credit scores back in the day. I'm hoping that the gig is up and the shit just come crumbling down.
The whole shit collapse.
The whole shit collapse, and we have a purge. And so then we can reset.
So that's what I'm about to say. You want to I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Rent could go back to $400-500.
Yeah.
Wages could catch up to the cost of living. Eggs don't have to cost. Gas is not $5 a gallon.
Fact.
And we can kind of purge out this kind of. It's evil.
Yeah. Very much so.
I call it evil because it's not for the betterment of man; it's for the greed of man.
Yeah,
that's just my take.
I feel like the same way. I feel like we shouldn't be paying. I go so deep, bro. If the sun come up, we shouldn't even be paying for fucking electricity.
I be telling my neighbors I'm gonna do solar, but guess what? The solar companies got a shout out to the Biden administration, but the Biden administration was giving out tax dollars for you to get solar, right, and then you to buy electric cars. But they what those companies was doing was, well, if the government gonna give you, let's say, a electric car, a Tesla or an electric car costs $50,000, right?
Yeah.
And if the government is giving you $10,000 on that $50,000, that means you $40,000 out of pocket. So you paying for a Beam, you paying for a Beam or Mercedes Benz.
Go.
All the goddamn solar, all the goddamn electric company got to do is raise the price to $60,000.
That's it.
So now, even if the government giving you 10, you still paying $50,000 for a goddamn car.
Yeah.
Can you imagine paying $50,000? You can pay $50,000 for a car.
Hell no.
That's not fucking luxury. It's a regular goddamn car. I remember the first. I'm sorry. Just to put it in perspective, and I'm gonna throw it back to you. First time I went to Europe, got off the airport, went to go get a taxi. Germany. Every taxi is a BMW or a Beamer. When I'm telling you, every taxi was what a luxury car looked back here in America. What niggas like go
Audis and shit like that.
But niggas go risk life and limb to go cop is regular
cars
shit
over there.
It's taxis over there.
Yeah,
that's why I say, oh yeah, shit. It's just crazy. That consciousness, man. Your mom, your auntie gave you the name Kente. Somewhere along the line in the comedy game, you said, hey, if I won't be out here putting stuff together like this, it needs to be conscious.
Yeah. I wanted to have some type of message, though, man. That's what I wanted to really represent. Make it to be funny and have a message with it at the same time.
Yeah, man.
You know, so that was the whole kind of goal right there. For real.
Is there anything that would satisfy you as far as content? What's your best skit you put out?
Oh, man, I got so many skits, man. I put out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, probably like, I say like probably the Modern Day Slave is probably one of them. That's definitely one of them. It might be a Glasses VA skit. I got so many Glasses VA, but he got the video. He got the music video. Do the jerk off. That's probably the next John Glasses VA. Touche Charlotte. That shit was way back in the day.
Hey,
so, you know what I'm saying?
Jerk
off. That was his day. So
what was the premise behind that? You're a jerk?
Oh man. So I mean, Glasses VA, Slave City Record CEO. He just one of those type of rappers, man. You know, remember when the rap game was about like making them dance songs, acting buffoonish, acting crazy. You know, he wear two shades, so he take one of them off. So he and then, you know, he one of them type rappers think he got a lot of money and all that.
He only got he only got a half a paycheck.
Half a paycheck. He ain't got that much. He that type of rapper. So so that I created like
niggas selling CDs out of
man
at an open mic.
Man, yeah.
You know, I tell you, in Richmond back in those times, it was always a rapper. It's something. Anybody that's pursuing it, I used to buy every hip hop artist shit.
Yeah.
When I was going out working on my act, because I wanted to be supportive. And then I get in the car and listen to it. Back in the day in the CG, I'm like, this shit is trash, nigga. Like,
bullshit.
Nigga sound like a gremlin on this motherfucker.
But the shit won't quality sound or nothing,
no,
right?
It was not. And but I mean, I'm not
supporting though.
Yeah, I'm not mad that I gave him $5-10 for it, but God, everybody got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
is what I say. You know, one thing I learned in this thing, Kente, is that everybody got to start somewhere, and then there's levels to it, and then it's what you do when you. It's like when you discover that where you are, if you have the awareness of where you are in that level, and can you grow? Can you expand? Like, can you grow? Can you expand? Can you add value to your brand? Because you cannot stay where y'all.
That's why I say, man, it's about, it's about elevation. You know what I'm saying? Evolving.
Yeah.
You can't stay the same. You can't be doing what you was doing a couple of years ago and think you get the same results.
No,
it ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And like I said,
different generations by that time. I mean, we've been doing this long enough.
Yeah.
When I go out now to book guests or to work on a comedy set, I used to feel some kind of way because I'm like, these young guys won't get my references, won't get my punchlines, won't get my aesthetic, won't get anything like that. And I had so much pride in me. Like, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be true to my art. But at the same time, like, I got to talk about what's relevant.
Yeah.
That's why I have a lot of young comics come on the platform to talk about what's funny to them today. Because what we might, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Red Fox,
they don't know nothing about them.
Yeah, but they ain't come up on that.
Nope.
So I don't hold that against them. I don't hold it against them.
And see that's another thing I'm saying about our generation. Some of us don't know how to adapt.
Yeah, I want to adapt.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about us.
I still wear
adapting.
skinny jeans.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing about adapting with the younger folks, not knocking the younger folks.
Yeah, I don't knock
You know
them.
what I'm saying? Now we know that we got a lot of them, might be doing crazy stuff, but we still got a lot of them that's smart too.
Yeah, you gotta give you. I think it's a discernment. You gotta.
Yep.
Some niggas not redeemable. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I don't do niggas no more. I'm sorry.
What is that?
I don't do that.
What the fuck is that?
I will not do nigga shit no more.
Yeah.
But when there's a light, a glimpse, I want to facilitate when there's a spark of creativity in a young person, because I know what, we might know what it's like for when we might have an idea and somebody older than us or say, nah,
Yeah.
or you can't do that, or why you doing that?
Yep.
Yep. And it's like,
see, we in a generation where it ain't a hold you back. We was in a hold you back generation. Like motherfuckers, we had to get held back. They not just because of we got the internet shit. They not held back no more.
They're not held back no more.
You know what I'm saying? So they got kind of more creativity skills. You see what they doing with the kick, the twitch, and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't mad at them.
Yeah.
Go do it. I might not be on your platform, but I'll co-sign that shit for you.
No,
I'll shoot you a star or like or share your content if it's resonating. Or just on some genuine shit. I'll do that because it ain't hurting me. I ain't no hater.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody in the previous episode on the podcast, like, how do people say people say I don't like him. Like, what? Okay. I don't know why.
They say they don't like who?
Me. And it's like
I mean, and that's the thing. People don't even know people.
They don't know me. Of course, they don't know me.
People can just look at you and say, "I don't like you."
Yeah,
it's off GP. I don't like him. You don't even know him. You don't even know the brother, man. Like,
but they won't give people. They won't give people room to like.
You know why? Because we judgmental. We judgmental people.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying? Some people look at me and like, look at his locks, man. I don't like him for that. You know what I'm just saying? Off judgmental shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I was never one of those type of people.
No.
I was always. I mean, sometimes I don't want to qualify who I am, but I like to tell people like one thing about taking those shorts is I'm not going to take a short. Okay, I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep it funky, being 100, however you want to say it. Yeah. But this is a space where folks can be who they are, feel comfortable. Honey, I know you hate me saying that word, but I like to say comfortable instead of comfortable, and that's where you get the good shit. You know what I mean? That's where you get fine, creative art where folks can feel comfortable, smoke a lot of weed.
All day. You feel real comfortable. I ain't even bullshit.
Well, first of all, I started. We're gonna go to the you ready to go to the Patreon?
Oh man, we go
Patreon.
Yeah.
Go ahead and before we go to the Patreon, ladies and gentlemen, this is Taking No Shorts, episode 146. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green. He is Kente Brown. Make sure you follow him on all streaming platforms. he's fitting to tell y'all where y'all can find him at, because right after this, we're going to go to our Patreon, my Patreon channel, and we're going to get into some other shit that you're going to have to stick around to hear. So while we here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast, and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. All right. Your shout outs before we wrap up, and let everybody know where they can find you.
Oh, man. You can find me. This is the K.Kensei Show, Kensei Brown. You can find me at K1 Kensei on Instagram. You can find me at Facebook, Kuta Kensei Comedy. That's at Facebook, Kuta Kensei Comedy. Then you got me again at Facebook with K.Kensei, KDOTKINTE. You can find me on Twitter at K1 Kensei on Twitter, and K.Kensei, KDOTKINTE, KDOTKINTE. That's me on Twitter. So I'm trying to think. YouTube. You can find me on YouTube at Brown.
YouTube. That was the first one, won't it?
No, I ain't even. I won't even think about that.
Take your time, sir.
So I got so many stuff.
Take your time.
Got so much body at work out here, man. I'm trying to just, you know what I'm saying. So you can find me on YouTube at Brown Kensei. That's Brown Kensei on YouTube. So make sure you check me out. I got the K.Kensei Show. I've been doing that for a good little minute. You can check out the interviews with Charleston White, Judge Joe Brown. I got Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. I got a lot of different guests around the area. Just make sure you check me out, man. And salute to the whole Richmond out there. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my boy Jay. And Taking No Shorts podcast. You already know how it is.
You got it right.
Shout out to it, man.
Hey, y'all make sure, like you said, y'all check him out. Follow him.
You know what I'm saying? Taking No Shorts got me feeling good over here, man. I'm feeling this whole setup of the podcast got me feeling real good.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for putting this content game out here for the RVA on the map. Because I don't know nobody else that was doing it out there back in those times like you was doing it. Other than Wilkins was doing it on the cable access.
Oh yes,
that YouTube shit, bro.
Like I said, shout out to Caramel, man.
Yes,
Video
Caramel,
Jams. That's who I looked up to as far as with.
At the skate jump with all the hoes was at.
And got all the interviews with Biggie, like classic interviews, Dre, West Coast Death Row, all that shit. So that's who I looked up to.
That's a
coming
true
up.
Underground.
Yeah,
content creator. Before it was called that
creator.
Shit. Amen to that, man. That man was in there, and I was still is a huge fan. Was watching that man's content. So
yes, sir.
Come on down, Mr. Wilkins, and sit in that chair and have these type of conversations.
Salute the Caramel, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Great
sir.
Shit. All right, Kente, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We about to get grimy, nigga.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk. We all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, gift stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding. I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.